All right. Got that. No. Do any of that. Well, that's interesting. That's probably the only one I can do. When are you gonna file? Yes, I think I. So I'm gonna try to. I can make a broke ass Nimrod. Waiting. So, I mean that's always. What's up, Seth? Yep. How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't have a lot of good stuff for Nimrod, unfortunately, but I want to be able to do some. I want to be able to do. I want to make some decks, you know. Well, and Forge could be good for, you know, a number of these, to be honest with you. Just throwing stuff together now. I need a spot for Nimrod. Also, I mean, I feel like you got Zola. So then a spot for Nimrod. But you know what though? I might actually need to take out, because I want to put in Shuri. Yeah. I'm sort of combining, I'm looking at these. This is what I'm looking at off to the side here. This intrigues me as well. I don't have Titania, but I have the rest of these, so this one intrigues me quite a bit. But I don't know. I mean, so what? On turn... I mean, I'd have to think about the sequence there. It's turn 6, you've got to use Deathlock on Nimrod. But if you're Cerebroing it, no, never mind. Yeah, that's just, I don't like that. That's a weird... I'm sort of looking through these to see what I can find. This, it's too bad I don't have wave. I mean, the ideal combo, I guess, with what I got here is what is Shuri, Nimrod, Zola, and then anything before that is just sort of getting stuff. I'm probably gonna have to drop Deadpool out of this because I actually don't know if I like. I think Deadpool requires a lot of focus, and I think with Nimrod, the Deadpool, it's just it's too focused. Like it's a win condition that isn't gonna be helpful to Nimrod's my thought. What up, Peach? How you doing? I'm just talking and looking and thinking about like potential Nimrod decks while I'm, thinking. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so I mean, I think that because I've got a destroyed Deadpool. Like, though I need to change this a bit. It looks like. Yeah. Whatever. I never play it, so I don't really care about it. But this is more of a Nimrod destroy. Yeah, the C5 Nimrod. Did you see that on there? So this is the one that Snap Zone. Where's it at? This is the one that Snap Zone's talking about, which is interesting to me. The only thing that is weird, like this is like. I mean, so how do you end up doing this though? Because if you Cerebro this, I mean, Nimrod only when it destroys adds copies. So if you Cerebro Nimrod, then all you C5 goes away. That's the part I don't get. Like, so to me, they're sort of counterintuitive a little bit, right? So you Deathlock Nimrod, right? No, no. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'm drunk. I was thinking that it would double it. Yeah, all right. No, okay. So the play here is you get Nimrod on 5, and then on 6 you drop Deathlock along with Cerebro or Polaris, or maybe it's a Mystique followed up. Maybe I'm... Oh yeah, Mystique though, I don't know how you could ever play that. Yeah. Well, so that's what I'm looking at right now. Like, so the Mystique in this, how does she, I know how she traditionally helps with Cerebro, like that makes sense, right? But how are you ever going to be able to, the only way that Mystique helps here is if your only option is on turn 6, you can only play Cerebro and Mystique. Or you on turn, I mean, because turn 5 is about Nimrod, right? But I guess, I don't know. I guess this isn't so much about Nimrod as is like a Cerebro 5. And then if you're just able to use Nimrod to spread around, it's helpful. So I don't know. This this could be interesting. This could be interesting, I guess. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be the play you have to do, right? All right, put that in there. Where's my Mystique? No, I don't have titanium. That's the one thing I don't have. Right. All right, so we want that. We want that. Lizard. Yep, I was gonna say lizard. I like that. I like that. Maybe. That good. That good. That. What am I missing there? Star-Lord. That right. Yeah. Star-Lord. Then I had Nimrod, and who am I missing? I don't have a Titania. Let's see. Haha. Yeah, I feel that stuff. But I'm trying to like, so I normally shoot, this is normally the time I shoot my video for today, but I want my video today to be specifically on the blog, and I don't know when that's coming out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start live streaming, seeing, I might end up making the video here where it's just like, you know, initial Nimrod test decks or something. I don't know. So I feel like I've talked about that a little bit, but yeah, 3 a.m. gross. Gross. All right, so I need a 5 to replace Titania. I don't have one. Interesting. What's a card that is just straight up like helpful? I can't use any of those. It'd have to be something smaller. I mean, I suppose I could use a goblin. I could extend with magic. Magic was one of these, wasn't she? Maybe not, wasn't she? Was. I mean, I could throw Zabu in there, I guess, but yeah. I throw. Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think that's probably the better, because I don't that's the part with Miles. I'm just like, how are you gonna do that again? Like, that's pretty, I mean, we'll do that. Because then you can just play Iron Fist and then whatever. When you Iron Fist somebody like Star-Lord, though, so is the location the original spot you played Star-Lord, or is it the spot he lands? That's the part I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like... Yeah, Zero, because... Agreed, Zero in this is just sort of like, whatever. Where he lands, alright. Gotta keep checking the Twitter. For some reason, recently, the word Twitter has just been, like, it sounds weird to me, like the word never existed before. All right. Yeah, Seth, you really going hardcore on that, huh? Let's see. Let's find this Marvel Snap. I assume Marvel Snap's Twitter. Yeah, just like Twitter. Like, I don't know why, but like the name just sounds so weird to me. Like, I keep hearing say people on Twitter. Twitter, what's a Twitter? Like, I know what a Twitter is, but it's just, for some reason, that word in the last like week started sounding super, just, I don't know, wrong to me. All right. All right. All right, so I got their Twitter page up. Let's see. My other thing that I was thinking about doing here was maybe could build up, like, could be going on this a little bit. I've got 4,300 credits, but I'm kind of want to wait to the new season some. Let's see. Hold on. We got that open. I've got this open to try to find as soon as they bust out. It will be OP if it happened. She was nerfed to 3 or even 2 power. Yeah. Well, so what did Sarah used to? She used to be a 5 power. Oh, I would agree. That seems a bit strong. All right, so I'm watching those two, and then what was the other thing I was going to check here? Oh, Reddit. Just want to see on this. In Marvel Snap Zone, they haven't actually done their hot decks for the week, right? March 6th, March 6th, March 6th. Oh, they did do that yesterday. Nah, I don't know if I care about that this week. So are these their tier lists? And then she went back. She went or something. Same with Angela. X-Men card backs. I think I will probably love them. Let's go double check, see what those. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, honestly. You're talking about these ones here. This one here and this one. The Sentinel one is sort of whatever, but I like this one a lot. I like that card back a lot. I think that's pretty cool. So Angela used to reach more. What did Angela used to, was she like, wait. Yeah, I like to, oh, I got you. Yeah, okay. I think Angela at 2-0 is a pretty decent card. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't love this Sentinel back. I do, like I said, I love that one. I really like this Wolverine variant as well. If I get that, I'll probably swap to that one. So let me see. What are all the... You know what? I like looking at... Air trigger, yeah. I don't love it, but it's definitely interesting to me. All right, so yeah, so if I'm looking at like straight up Wolverine variants, all right, hold on, let me adjust this a little second. Hold on a second. I have some of these black boxes because the ads get out of control when I'm shooting videos. All right, so of these variants for Wolverine, like obviously the Weapon X one is amazing. And then that one's hilarious that they have that in game. I don't really love that one. Love the anime one. Yeah, of all of these, it's either this Weapon X or the one that they're about to drop here. Like, I think I'm probably gonna... I'd probably switch to that one. I just got the baby Wolverine one, but... Yeah, I think, I mean, I have Angela, or I had Angela in my, I still have her in my negative deck, I think. Maybe I don't remember. I think when I was testing with Kang, I took her out, but I still like her very much in that. And she can end up getting to be 10 or 15 points, depending on what else I got going on in there. Yeah, Nightcrawler 1/9. I think she's a great beginner card. Time to change my Pixel Wolverine. Yeah, this Wolverine Pixel is just like most of them. Yeah, I agree. I think Weapon X is definitely... Yeah, this I don't... Is it not going to pull that up? Yeah, the anime variant... weird. Obviously, the meme one is just... It's funny. I don't think I'd ever use that one. I think it's funny they have it in game. This one reminds me too much of like the baby variant, like this, but that's the Dan Hibbs, whatever. The Max Granke one is what, yeah, this one is. Yeah, it's super iconic. I mean, it's just like, I don't know if I'd want to use it to, I mean, maybe it'd be decent to play in there. So anyway, but yeah, the Sentinel ones, it's not bad for sure. I really, really like that one though. I never do avatars though, so I don't really care so much about those. And I really want to see, so I'm trying to decide like what do I want to do for today's video for sure. Let's see here. So our video options today. I mean, ideally is the blog update, but I don't know when that's dropping. It could be later. Or it could be Nimrod budget decks, because I can't do that. So I could talk about that a little bit. Like I can't do the, you know, a lot of these because I don't have like, I mean, you're really looking for the Null, the Galactus, the Destroyer, right? I don't have either of those two cards. I don't have much of that deck at all. This one I feel like is pretty, I feel like this one's probably the most budgety. Sadly, the C5 version of it. I don't have this one. You can, and then, so then it becomes about like sort of combining these two for me. Me and the boys meme. They should meme everything. Marvel's really into that. I feel like, I don't know. They always lean in trolling. Like Kevin Feige, I feel like is a super troll. It's part of the reason, like I used to, I don't know, as like a content creator, I'd sort of, I don't know what the right term is, but I would, I don't know, I like to troll. When people troll me, I like to troll back. Or if someone like, you know, look, like I'm a human being. I'm not perfect, right? Like I'm far from it. I mess up all the time. So, and when I do spreadsheets or math, you know, some of the stuff is either one, messed up, or forgot something, or two, like someone will just disagree with my approach on what the conclusion is. And I'm getting a lot of those, that the latter there where, you know, for instance, on my my Token Tuesday video where I'm like, this is $35 for 2 Series 3 cards. And instead of, for the most part, instead of being just like, I don't know, I troll back a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit, where I'm, you know, I want to know if I'm for sure wrong, but if someone's like, you're just an idiot, I'm like, okay, you know, like, let me know where to like and subscribe to your idiot podcast, you know. And it's just like, all right, get out of here with your nonsense. But anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out, so maybe I could do some budget deck stuff, but let's check out, let's see, is there anything? Stuck Daredevil in my Galactus box now. Card's too good. I personally think Daredevil is like a mini Kang. If you have Daredevil in every deck other than maybe a destruction deck, which even then I would maybe argue would still be okay depending how you play it and what you play on turn 6. I think, and I'm not talking Galactus, I'm talking a general destruction like Venom and Carnage and all that. I just don't understand how he can, I mean, you can literally put him in every single deck. Like, he's a great card and he's not super expensive. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I agree, Seth. He's one that I definitely want to do that for. And actually, that's the other thing that I sort of want to be able to do is that, where's that tier maker thing? So I'm working on, so I want to make some tier lists. And one of them wants to be a token shop, but the problem is like, so I want, and so I actually went through and made all of these myself. All of these, like, this is not what I think, obviously, but like I uploaded these because the ones that were in there, I didn't like, they were too wide. So I'm thinking about, but I wanted to add columns like what we were talking about in the Discord. And so what I would do here is, you know, what were the categories? Like a must buy, you know, buy within, or, you know, think about buying, all that sort of thing. And then it changes based on your CL, your collection level. But the problem with this tier maker is I can't put columns in here, which sort of sucks. But that Daredevil is one that you put in there. He would be, you know, up there in like the must buy. And so I really want to sort of, I want to work on that a little bit, but. Oh, they used to do that through the whole screen. Yeah, I could see where that might be a little tough on some folks. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I could see that sort of being a bit of a struggle where some people just don't want to see it. But you know, who knows? So you know what I want to do for now? Let's do this. So while we're just sitting here thinking and let's I don't really care about what I do, so I can't play those. I've been testing. So here, you guys can tell me. All right, so this is my Valk deck. I've been trying to figure out some of these decks a little bit. I don't know how to play Valkyrie very well. I've traded a little bit, and so I'm just testing these to figure them out some. So this is one that I'm just sort of thinking about. This is I do have this C3 control deck. This is one, that's this one. So I've been playing those two back and forth a bit. So I'm trying to learn those. I'm down to try a C3. I actually changed the name. I changed the name just so I'd remind myself that like this is more about control than anything else. But I'm also trying to figure out like exactly how to play this deck to just get it to understand it some. I obviously don't care about cubes or anything. It's more about learning. Hopefully, you know, I'm happy to donate cubes to people if they're, I wish I'd know if they were trying or not. Rhino. Who would you take out for? I guess I could take out Blade for Rhino, but I liked the one cost card for him, or the one cost for him, you know. This is gonna be a Patriot. Yeah, that's sort of what I like. You save it for that last turn situation. It's cheap. It's not bad. I probably should have armored then Blue Marveled, but. Yeah, well that one I sort of have in the other. I think I have in Wasp in the other one. This guy. You gonna shoot my dog? Oh, didn't shoot my dog. And then like this is a perfect example of where I'd put Blade, right? So it's just like, okay, cool. So now I throw Blade out there. Problem is I have nothing to play anywhere else. Yeah, exactly. All right, so now I can play those turn 6. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. Just to... Yeah. So yeah, I kept this free for exactly that. I'm assuming he's gonna ultra on left or something, but or he wanted to at least. I'm assuming that's what he wanted to do. And then I leached it. Now I can't do anything. When you guys releasing this blog, y'all? What did he do here? Interesting. So I did not expect to win anything there, honestly. This is the thing that I just don't like it. That just feels like such a weak hand, like it or play. Like you know what I mean? I look at that and I'm like, I mean, obviously they didn't get everything they wanted. He didn't get leech, so he got Patriot last turn. I assume I messed up his Ultron play, which I think he was playing based on these. Look at armor. I do love that armor variant, by the way. I mean, is that it? I mean, I guess the deck just seems a little underwhelming to me, where I'm just kind of like, okay. I mean, is it? But that's basically the way you play Cerebro 3 is just like that, where you just, I don't know. Yeah, is that a thing is that idea where you just really want to get Sentinel going as much as possible? Hair Trigger definitely feels that way, where I'm just sort of like, it just feels like it's just not super fun. I don't want to discard anything yet. Yeah. Sorry. Eye absorbing man. I mean, that's sort of fun, I guess. You know, like, there's some control to it, which is just, it is what it is. Like, control decks maybe don't score as much. Oh yeah, Blade mid, good call. I should have. Yeah, I didn't realize it's all right. See what happens for fun there. Yeah, it looks like it is a hazmat thing. Oh, but it was leached. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. Like, I didn't expect to win that, you know? Yeah. think he was just trying to build up the points, I'm guessing. It's definitely, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I guess I want to, but I don't know. There's just, it just feels a very weird play. I mean, I guess, you know, maybe we get used to and that the, sort of those like adrenaline, endorphin type of rushes that you get when you get those big point plays. Okay. Actually, I don't like Rick's. I don't love. That's pretty funny. Why would you mess that up? Now we're gonna mess up. Like, what are you doing there? Come on. That's gonna mess up all my stuff now. That's gonna mess up everything. Yeah, see, now these, I can see these locations suck for me, right? Hey, Iceman, how you doing? The good old Rhino. I could take out... Who would I take out? I guess I could take out either Blade or Colossus. He's unrevealed and ongoing, right? Too bad I didn't have priority there. Oh. Yeah, I stream separately live. I got a, you know, on, I got a there's a Discord channel in the link below too, if you're ever on Discord. That's probably the best way to sort of keep up with everything. Yeah, I'm just sort of messing around.
Systems go.
Because now I'm gonna get all these points over here, so it just gives it to them, which sort of sucks. But, or, you know what I could do? Do that. Just see how that plays out. It'll still lose, but yeah. Yeah, see, so no, like that's the sort of thing where I'm like, I feel like, obviously, I don't know how to play that a little different, but those are the plays that I like. Like where it's like, all right, I'm actually spreading points all around the board here. Whereas in C3, it's, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if I could, I mean, maybe if I would have had, I don't know. I mean, Stark Tower sort of sucked for me, but. Yeah, I can play, though then I wouldn't have been able to Valkyrie. Yeah, Colossus is just sort of whatever. But I can take him out for... Because you love Rhino. You know what'd be fun is that, you know who I really love is Juggernaut. I love using Juggernaut. Okay, cool, Iceman. All right. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. I have like crazy allergies right now, and it's just constantly congested. Yeah, Juggernaut I feel like would be good. I just love playing him. I wish they'd announce when that blog was coming out, because that would determine when I'm gonna, like, if I might just like make my Nimrod video now. Yeah, I've got magic. That's another one I thought about, just to sort of extend it out some. I'd probably take out Blade for magic, I'm guessing, or maybe Scarlet Witch or Sentinel. I don't know. Who would you guys take out for magic? Yeah, I feel like with the fact that Sentinel can sort of keep repeating, makes sense to keep him in there. I like Shang-Chi because, you know, if you need to nuke something, but I've also got Valkyrie to lower points. That's funny. Now what? This is hilarious. So what are the most points I can put on the board? That's it, really. I'll play through. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, leeches. Yeah, the reason I like Blade is just because the one cost to him. That's the only reason I like him in there. You can play him on turn 6 with Valkyrie or something like that. Or, you know, put him on where Cosmo is or anything along those lines. I mean, I know we just put Rhino in there, but he's part of where I'd look at maybe. Let's see. I can always Scarlet Witch that too if I need to. Yeah, that's, I mean, and I just like filling in that, you know, when you've got a 3 card and it's turn 4 or something like that, you know, and it just fills something in. I just think it's, I don't know, not so bad. Like right now would be perfect. Unfortunately, I don't have any, I only have 1, 2, so it's like, Interesting use of Absorbing Man there. All right, let's leech some shit up. Get leeched. You know what? I seem to be getting a lot of mirror matches with this. It's sort of insane. Like I probably hurt them quite a bit. All right, what do I want to do here for funsies? Whatever. I just, it feels very mirror match. Like every time I've been doing this, like I've once I switched and started playing these, it very much felt like I was getting. Oh, they have something first. That's funny. It very much felt like I was just getting way different matches. Just different matches. It was weird. Hair trigger, yeah. When you're playing move deck and someone does a kingpin, that's tough. No, I didn't make a C2 yet. That's more zoo-like, right? Where you just load up the board. You've got nobody likes Oscorp Tower. Oh, joy. Way to go, ya bum. This is like troll deck now. Oops. I don't know. Do I have Goose? I have to check. I don't know if I have Goose yet. I might not have Goose. I hope he's trying to destroy that middle right now. That'd be fun. Nope. What is this? What are we both doing here? Yeah, I agree, Iceman. I think you very much get, I think you get a lot of that where it's just sort of locked in. Like whatever you have, you get that mirror match or counter. It very much feels that way. Go Shang-Chi that. I didn't even get anything I need here. That's kind of funny. Let's just blow that up. Assuming he's gonna Mystique either right or mid. Normally I'd snap here, but I don't want to take, if people are trying to get cubes, I don't want to. Wait, so is that, why would you play Taskmaster that got leeched? This guy must be throwing his MMR. Hold on one sec again, sorry. I did have Hawkeye in one of my other versions. You see something here. What did I do? What did I? Oh no, that was in this one. That was in this one. It was in my like Valk like loaded up deck. Which I feel like these Cerebro and Valk decks are, they sort of go hand in hand a little bit. Like they work together, or they're very similar. All right, I'm not sure when they're gonna do this vlog. I might end up doing just a Nimrod thing here, and then get that so I can get that video out of the way. You see something? Yeah, Hawkeye Domino. Yep. Let's see, how many videos have I done on Nimrod? My video from yesterday. I did the You Ready one where I talk about it, but that was like 10 days ago before we got stuff. And then I could use this as a... I do have rescue, yeah. I actually used to use, where's my, do I still have that? Yeah, I used that deck for a long time. I was definitely a big fan of it. Yeah, I can do Nimrod on a budget. Yeah. No, Sarah. What up, Key? How you doing? You're on YouTube today, huh? Just playing around with some different decks. Got a couple Nimrod decks that I'll try later. Domino. Where's Domino? Cerebro messes up. Like, you can't play Cerebro with stuff like Hawkeye, though, right? And Angela and those sort of things, because it just goes to the highest power. Whereas, like, in Valkyrie, it sets the base. Like, right? Yeah. Yeah, definitely send it out there. Yeah, post it, tag me, Iceman. I love to see people's different decks, because I like to sort of sometimes combine. I sort of like to think about how my play style might, you know, need to adjust the deck a little bit. Let's see. Like, so, like, let's just jump to this Valk deck. I don't like this Valk deck right now. But again, I feel like I need to figure out how to use it better. I feel like Marvel Snap tweeting the blog is going to be the first time it, like, the easiest way. I'll show you. This is something I got from somebody else. That's a fun. I don't think I feel like I ever see Titania variants. If I can pull it off, I'll show you.
Taste the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Oh, that's stinky over there. Yeah, you know it's Shuri when Cosmo comes out, right? Professor X and Armin don't synergize as well. Yeah, no, this is sort of a weird, different, I don't even know what to call it, sort of deck, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird deck. I'm just kind of having fun. Yeah, for sure. Armor is going to be all over the place. No Valk. That's lame. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, I don't, Kelly, I don't, or Key, I don't care about, I'm just testing stuff out and not really caring and trying to learn decks and stuff. But I feel like, I mean, and just playing this deck and the Cerebro 3 deck, it seems to me like Valkyrie and Cerebro 3, I don't know, need to go more hand in hand, but where I like right now, I just sort of try to load areas up. It's crazy how it works that way, isn't it? Lots of Shuris. All right, so this is the only purpose of having Zola and Valkyrie in this. Of course. Now I can't even do it. It's annoying AF. Well, so what I was gonna do is that and then Zola it, but now obviously I can't, so but we'll just YOLO it and see what happens. Or no, you know what? It's hilarious. Can't even play her there. I was drunk. I was thinking I could play her right, and I didn't realize I couldn't. You can't play her right, the location, but I was doing the same thing. I was thinking Valkyrie right turn 6, but I know what you meant, Peach, yeah. Hold on one sec, guys. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it worked, but it didn't seem like it was anything that was, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in. So if I wouldn't have been Cos mode, I would have Valkyrie turn 5 left and then Zola turn 6 it, and then just it would have equalized those 2 lanes, and it was what it was. But it's sort of a fun surprise factor a little bit. But I mean, I think anybody who knows what they're doing probably, like that person clearly was like, they probably thought I was Galacticine or something along those lines on the left-hand side, and they were just locking down the lane, right? That's fine. But I don't know. I mean, I think Valkyrie's insanely powerful. I wish Valkyrie, I mean, I think she'd be probably too OP, but I sort of like the fact I have to play her on turn 5, I'm like, ugh. Oh, you're gobbing me? I see how it is. I know where I'm playing my Valkyrie now. I know where I'm playing Valkyrie. Yeah, so Iceman, and that's what I feel. I feel like Valkyrie is sort of a hard card. Like, you can obviously... So in my mind, there's 2 ways to play her. Is you load up a lane and get as many cards as you can. And then... you Valkyrie at turn 6, and just because you have more cards in that lane, you win. Or it's a counter card, meaning if somebody loads up a lane, then it's when that lane gets loaded up with high point cards, you like all of a sudden you take a Taskmaster, you take a Red Skull, a Infinite, whatever. If you're second, then you get to, you know, reduce all those cards. Oh man, I'm gonna actually let that happen. I'm loving every second of what's happening over there. It's pretty hilarious. Oh, I have to play over there. I guess I'll just Thor it.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Oh wait, I shouldn't have done anything. God dang it, I'm drunk. Should have just skipped a turn. I'm drunk. Anyway, I messed that up. I meant to leave a space there for Valkyrie. You guys gotta keep me from doing that. What am I doing? Let's see here. Do that. And do that. Enough energy. Yeah, on. That's a weird play. What? That was so weird. Okay.
Victory.
I feel like they could have easily won that. All right. Yeah. M'Baku. Yeah, that was weird. Ongoing type deck. Yeah. I play Valkyrie in ongoing. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. Valkyrie to me is, like I said, she's either a nerf someone's power card or try to like just jump up all the points in one lane card, or like equalize. She's an equalized card or a nerf card. That's the way to look at it in my mind. If I get Valkyrie, it'd be good to play her left this game. Oh, bye Sandman. Where are you over there? All right, if we don't get this blog here, again, I wish I knew when it was coming out, but got a tag here. Iceman. Nice to see you on Discord, Iceman. I don't need to play anything. Yeah, Thanos. So I could see her in a Thanos deck for sure. That would make a ton of sense to me. Just like in any sort of deck that you could, a zoo deck, basically a zoo deck. Something that's zoo. M'Baku did. Nice, Iceman. I know it's M'Baku is an interesting card to me. Just seeing the debates among people where you've got people calling him like the trashiest card in the game, and then other people who I've seen spend tokens on him. It's a very interesting concept to me. Oh, boo. Come on. Doom, huh? They've got priority. You're snapping on me? How dare you? How dare you? Nice stuff. That's awesome. I have a long way to go before I get another card. The Kang thing really sort of drained me. Not sure you should have snapped there, Bizos. You know, just because. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. You can arrow me. Valkyrie. Valkyrie everything. So that's where Valkyrie is like,
Victory.
I get it. You know what I mean? It makes sense to me. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, she's just a great card. Yeah, and honestly, like buying Kang was 100% worth it. I'm very, very, very much into it. Yeah. That's hilarious. I didn't even think about that. That's awesome. Yeah, so this to me, like, I get it. Like, Valkyrie is insanely powerful for reasons like that. I mean, like, look at my play. Like, look at my board right now. It's... I mean, I'm going to call it trash. Like, I have Yellow Jacket, Wasp, Hawkeye, Ant-Man. You know, like... a Mega War in 8 minutes? What am I missing there? I'm not sure what you're talking about total. Iceman, I'm in love. Like, right now, and don't look, before I say what I'm about to say, don't let me influence your decision, okay? Because I would hate for this to be wrong and somehow because I know a 6,000 token purchase is such a huge deal. But I do think that Kang is going to be the most coveted card in the game. I think Thanos is a great card. He's fantastic. He's a particular deck archetype, whereas Kang, he can fit in like almost any deck. I mean, you could literally have Kang in your Thanos deck. You know, it's you can put him in whatever deck you want. You can put him in your Galactus deck. Put him in all decks. That's why I like Kang so much. Dino's been beasting an infinite for you? That's interesting. But yeah, so to Valkyrie here, like that's where I get it. I just absolutely get it because, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Professor X Daredevil play is clearly a very strong play. That's something that, you know, makes it just is really, you lock something down with 2 cards if you're lucky. But the rest of those cards out here outside of Valkyrie are just, I mean, it's 2 0-cost cards and 2 1-cost cards. You know, and it beats a Doom, an Electro, and an Odin, essentially. Which, if you think about that, so you're telling me that Professor X Daredevil Valkyrie beats Electro, Doom, and Odin and something? Like, if you're not looking at the locations and things, and you're just sort of thinking about that, like from a theory perspective, you're more than likely going to say, well, I mean, I think I'm more than likely going to win with, you know, Electro, Doom, and Odin. Like, if you had to pick a deck versus a Daredevil, Professor X, and maybe Valkyrie, I don't know. I mean, I find her to be, for that reason, very interesting and very powerful. Yeah, you could have all big bads in one deck for sure. I'm gonna bio real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Yep. Kang is a cube. He can be a huge cube saver for sure. That's it's a good way to look at him. Yeah, Seth, that's, I mean, that's, yeah, once you hit infinite, it's sort of like, no, I personally don't care. But for me, that's why I want to test out these decks. You know, I want to see what I can do with them. If you guys can hear me chewing, let me know. I'll move the mic farther away. Sort of funny. Probably gonna play Valk left. I really want to get a Zola. Animation. I didn't know that. Oh my god! I did not know that happened. That's so cool. Cool. You're right. Boink, boink. You guys know that happened? Did you already know that? Dang, I didn't know that. That. Zola. Oh, you bum.
Face the might of Asgard.
What do you guys think? Galactus deck? That's what I'm thinking. Bye.
Victory.
Yeah. It was definitely very Galactus-y, that's for sure. I'm assuming that's why they bounced. All right, Marvel Snap, where's the stinging blog? I think it's going to be Nimrod on a budget. All right. So I'm going to... Yeah, I mean... Galactus plays to me, and again, I have not played him. I've only played against him. We've talked about it on Discord a bunch. The thing I think about with him is... Obviously, you want to try to get him out turn 5 if you can, so that you can play a death or a null on turn 6. Or, you know, ideally keep death somehow. Ideally you'd want Wolverine to bounce to that. That's a point gain there. And now you've got Nimrod potentially coming, who you'd want to bounce to that spot as well. So it's, to me, to me, you want to deceive with Galactus as much as you can, but when you see those things, or you see goblins a lot, especially green goblins, and they're avoiding one lane in particular, that's what I'm seeing. Now, if I was to play Galactus, I think what I would do is I'd try to load up one lane quite a bit, and then on turn 5, play in the other spot with something, hoping they're thinking that just like, I don't know, the fact that I had 2 lanes open for so long that they wouldn't necessarily be thinking Galactus, but I don't know. I'd have to play it and see how I like it first. All right, so I do need to shoot a video here real quick. I was hoping to do a blog video, but they're just not there yet. So I'm gonna shoot a quick budget, like a Nimrod budget deck. You know what I need to do is I need to finish this one out first. Ooh, hair trigger. So I was in, I mean, I don't know, I'm in pool 3 now. I don't know what it goes up after that, but after my first month, I jumped into pool 3, and then for the last, gosh, I don't know, almost month. I'm approaching my 2nd month playing the game. I had that same difficulty where you start facing a lot of the Series 5 decks, and it's kind of like, oof, it was hard. And I got lucky with some cards, but I don't know, stay patient for sure. Like, try to just do what you can to stay patient. I use Daredevil and Galactus. Sabretooth too, just because Sabretooth would be a good one. Yeah, I like Sabretooth. It's a good call. I want to try my Deadpool deck. You talking about with Nimrod, Key? I had Deadpool in here at one point, but I landed on, or are you talking Deadpool with just General Destroy? Yeah, I like Arrow, Cosmo, all good. Oh, just to bounce Deadpool. Here, so you can tell me, I'll jump to that in a second, but I probably need to play that one a little better, but anyway, I need to change. This is an old Destroy deck that I just dropped Deadpool in. I didn't really give it much thought, but I need to adjust that for a Deadpool bounce type situation. Really? Yeah, post it on Discord, because I do want to make a Deadpool Destroy deck, because I think that could be really fun. This is currently what I have right now, but you know what else I should probably have in this is a wait, no, never mind. Yeah, send me what you got. I'd be curious. So Nimrod, the idea behind this one, let's see, this was just the general Destroy, and then there was this C5 test. So hold on a second here. So because what we had, so we're looking at what they've got here. We've got a Wakanda negative Galactus. I don't have enough of these cards. I don't have Psylocke, Electro, yeah, so that just goes out. And even thinking about whatever they're doing here with some of these, you know, maybe an Arnim Zola somewhere, but the Cerebro 5-1 I think is very intriguing. So that's what I've got up here, with the exception of I don't have Titania. I use Iron Fist to make sure that I can get my Spider-Man Morales for cheap later. All right, thanks, bud. Appreciate it. So this is the sort of Cerebro 5 test with Nimrod. Is what it is. I think get Nimrod, see how that works. I don't think there's anything in here that's crazy expensive. It's all pretty basic cards. Doom might be one of the harder ones to get in Pool 3, but for the most part, these are all super common cards. And then the other one... Yeah, no, I know. Well, see this? Oh, wait, you guys... This Cerebro 5 Going for it. Hardcore. This is gonna be the new meta. No, it's the new meta 100,000%. Guaranteed. All of it. Oh, hold on one sec, guys. Okay, so all right. So then the other one, meme C5s, whatever aside, then we're looking at sort of like a, I don't know. There could be like, I don't have Galactus, but this is a general destroy type situation. You've got a Zola extend with magic type situation, which maybe I could do that. I'm gonna get death at some point soon, I hope. I mean, maybe that's what I'll do before I shoot this video. Or maybe not, I don't know. I mean, I need no, I can't get it, never mind. I need 900 tokens. Hopefully we get a good bundle tonight. So this is okay. I mean, I've got, I don't know. I mean, I could throw, instead of Yondu, I could throw a Nova in there, which would be interesting. I mean, that helps get some points, right? Probably better than Yondu. Serves a purpose a little bit more. Yondu's more of a troll card. Combo wrap. Yeah, I could pull it in reserves. You're right. You're right, Boo. Sorry if I just called you Boo and you don't like to be called Boo. Do not be mad at me. Or if you are mad at me, please consider giving forgiveness in the future. I do think that I should ditch Yondu though and put in Nova instead. So this is my real budget. This will be my real this is my true budget test. You're funny, Key. This is the true budget test here. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I'm not showing you guys doing the right thing. I gotta get the right screen up, my bad. Yeah, she would just laugh at me anyway. My wife's super chill. She's, she used to do stand-up comedy for a couple years. But she's got a good sense of humor. So right now, this is what I got for my destroy budget, my Nimrod destroy budget deck. Shuri, I mean, and this is with an ash. Someone's gonna see Shuri and be like, that's bullshit. I don't have Shuri and I don't have Zola, but I mean, I don't know. I might take Shuri out, but I'll ask her. I'll have options here. So for the budget, you know what? Let me log what budget options. Notes. Let me make notes of the video. Don't forget. All right. Go. Yeah, she's all right. She's all right. Let's see. I'm gonna take out Yandu for now and actually put in Nova because I feel like that makes more sense. So replacements for the Shuri Zola could just be general destroys Yandu, Squirrel. Killmonger here. Am I missing? I've got all my destroy cards, right? I've got Carnage, Venom, and Deathlock. The only one I don't have is Galactus, which I can't do anything about that. There's just, I mean, a ton of cards you could just throw in there for replacements. I'm trying to find a card that's actually like, good though. For goblins. I mean, even Nakia is not the worst in the world. Unless it gives points to cards you don't care about. Killmonger's, I mean, he's really only there to destroy Nova. Isn't the worst. I mean, you can do that from distance. I don't know if I love that play though. What is a decent, I mean, I want it to be, I mean, I don't have a way to bring anything earlier. I really could use a Electro on this one. Because that way I could try to bring him out sooner. I don't like getting this low and I'm thinking about an alternate. What is a good, I don't really have a good card here. I guess magic. I mean, magic's not bad, actually. And then Nimrod. Our Nimrod. I like that name. Arnimrod. Arn. That's a good name. I think that's the budget one I'm going to throw out there. And then with alternate cards being just your standard low cost destroy types with Yondu, Squirrel, Iceman, Scorpion. You could have your Goblins, your Killmonger, Nakia, but you got to make sure that those cards, it's going to feed the cards you're actually going to play. And that's to replace like the Shirley or Zola. And then, like, let's just play this, let's play some destroy. I'm not going to change this. I'm just going to play some destroys. I got all my cards here, right? I need a Venom. Where's my Venom? I don't have a Venom in this. Yeah, Kang fits everywhere. There's no doubt about that. Kang fits everywhere. I will stand by that until it is clear that is not the case. But my opinion is that Kang is going to be the most coveted card, and he will go in every single deck. Like, how can you say Kang can't go in every deck? Unless you have 12 cards that you have to have in a deck, Kang can go in every deck. And it will not hurt you. Depending how you play it. You got to know how to play it. If you're winning, don't play it. If it's an obvious win, don't play Kang. Because someone might retreat. All right, I think I wanted to play Venom in this somehow. Who did I take? Let me just take out. Color which I don't play a destroy deck much or at all. So I want to test this a little bit before shooting the video. And just to get my head wrapped around it a little better. Yeah, end up going, we start. Oops, let me switch. All right, skip sides. Well, I don't want you taking any of the cards that I'm going to destroy, even though I could Killmonger it. Oh, that's gone. My son started whistling and he does it non-stop. Non-stop. You're probably excited about that, aren't you? Oh, that's just... I'm glad I moved that over there. All right. The thing where I don't play budget. I don't play destroy decks. I just don't know how they play. I'm like, is it better to play Deathlock here? Is it better to go into Carnage and then like Venom it? Like, I legit don't know. I just don't know. You would have played Lock Mid. Yeah, it felt early. I was like, but
enough said, bub.
Well, I just get these decks all the time. It's so silly. Man, it's over, but I don't really care. All right. So the only 3 cards I didn't get there are Deadpool, Forge, and Saber. Danny Bull. All right. There. Can't play her for 30 years. Yeah, this is the thing about Deadpool that I'm just sort of... I'll have to look at the one you posted, Key, later. Where... to see how the bouncing around and all that stuff goes. You think so, Iceman? It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, see, like, I feel like this is what I don't like about him. Like, I need other cards in this because, like, I have so many cards that I just can't play now. Oh, I can't play there, damn. Yeah, it's just like... I think, you know, and I don't mind an impact like MODOK, to be honest with you, if it's an archetype type thing. The question is can you load it up somewhere? That's what I want to know, you know, like, all right, so 2, that's the part that's unfortunate. That's what I would have liked to do. I literally legit was not even paying attention to the scores in the spots. I was like thinking about how to play this deck, which is hilarious.
Victory.
I wonder... So thank you, I guess. Put that one out there. Not that it matters much. And then I could forge either Wolverine or Deadpool. That's how it is. So then that it worked the same way with Nimrod. Okay, there's Deadpool. What's he give you? +2. I feel like you want to do that to Deadpool more if you're gonna do them. My discard deck, interesting. I need my Deadpool, and I need to nuke that at some point. He's gonna be thinking I'm playing Galactus just with that play right there. You watch a Cosmo mid or something.
Wind, aid my hand.
Or is this dude? Is this a Galactus deck? Give me a Venom or something. There you go. Jeez Louise. Come on. Destroy feels like it's not enough turns to do what you need to. I don't see him open. I Destroy, I would generally agree with that. I think if you play him with Galactus or something, then it can work a bit better. You've got to have that opportunity where he like bounces around, you know? I mean, I do like how Deadpool can get up just to like, I didn't even get Venom in this, and it's like, I got a 16.1 car, you know, like, it's pretty darn good. Oh, that's too bad that shot Bucky. That's a great play there. I don't have anywhere to go with that. The only thing I can really do, unfortunately, like, I mean, the Iceman play was good. Like, that's, I gotta give him an anger. Because I would have played all three of those cards there. I know, I'm not sure it would have mattered, but. Suppose I could throw magic in there somewhere. You know what I mean? Where it'd just be like, okay. And that could be kind of interesting. Like maybe magic over like Sabretooth. But I'm not sure how much that helps because I still need like another destroy card. I'll play a couple more of these and I'm gonna go shoot that video. I'm just gonna shoot it with you guys on here. I hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind. I didn't want to delay streaming today, so I was like, I'll just combine everything. All right. I like Forge then. Oh, what did I get discarded? Darn it. Oh, Lamentus. I hate you, Lamentus. Arg. All right. And we'll play. I've only got, oh, I've got 3 destroy cards out of that, actually. So I can then do Deadpool. Okay. So this is going to be turn 3, so I'll do Deadpool and then Wolverine. Turn 4, I'll do... Definitely need that. Let's do you over there with, and then I'll put turn 4 can be Deadpool and Venom, and then turn 5. Well, we both got the mirror, some sort of weird mirror match again. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, so what did I want to do over there? This is probably the best spot to kill Monger. Even though it's going to give him points. But that there. Yeah, do that there. Killmonger later. It's a waste of points, but I don't know if I care. That's the thing that's interesting about a lot of this. It's like, I see people do this with their Deathlock, and I'm like, why'd you do that? And like, I just felt like that right now. All right, so the 5 points here, the best 5 points. Like, is that? That's interesting plays. We're both destroying stuff here. Okay, final. Oh. All right. Well, whatever I was doing was destroying better than what they were destroying. So, all right. So let me pause the Zelda music. It chills Zelda. All right. So what we want here, we are going to talk about these decks. The decks you want to start with. All right, so we're gonna have this on here. So let me is this, you know, they've got ads. Okay. I'm gonna have to hide the restream thing because, all right, so I'm gonna have to hide that. And then even when I'm showing my decks, I'll do the same thing there. I'll bring that back shortly. All right. And this would be like these rewards. Deck showing. Have that up there. So for when I switch to that, we're going to be talking about this. Let me do a recording test. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 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 test. Recording test. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. I move around so much in this chair. All right. So oh, excuse me. Get the heck up. So we're basically going to go through Snap Zone here. Go through the options. I didn't get the blog update, so that's not while we wait for day 1 while wait on blog. All right. All right. Run all over the place. To do my hair? No. I need a haircut is what I do need, though. I'll tell you that right now. My wife's starting to be, when are you going to get your haircut? Mind your own business. These websites are really good at just littering things with ads nonstop. All right, let's start recording. Everybody, in this video, we're going to be talking Marvel Snap, specifically Nimrod decks on day one. We're going to be touching on what I'll call budget decks as well. I know personally, I don't have a lot of the cards that some of these decks that I'm going to mention recommend. So we'll talk about different options. Are you excited for this guy? Do you think he's going to impact, not impact? Let's discuss that right now. All right, so as always, we're on Marvel Snap Zone. They give some decent decks here that I think are a good starting point to start this conversation off with. I think it's kind of interesting. Now, again, some of these cards I know I don't have, so I know other people don't have. My collection level is still generally pretty low. It's 1,700. I started the game about a month and a half ago, approaching 2 months in about a week. So getting to that 2-month mark, the first one they've got on here is what they call the Wakanda Negative Galactic. They've got, I mean, it's built around Mr. Negative and Shuri, obviously. They've got Galactus. The part that I do like is that you've got the Shuri in there where you can double up some stuff. Nimrod, who, if you aren't aware, basically the way this guy is going to work is when it's destroyed, it's going to add a copy to another location. So it's a sort of Armanzola Wolverine type card. Armanzola's itself when it gets destroyed, but you've got to destroy it. So you've got to find cards to do that to it. In this particular deck, it's really just Galactus. So you've got the Mr. Negative to sort of reverse a bunch of these so you can hope to get cheap plays later. I do like that. I think it's interesting. You've got the Electro and the Psylocke to try to bring some of these higher level cards in earlier if possible. Obviously Shuri to double it up. As somebody who loves negative decks, if I had, you know, I might actually look at this, but the only thing I'm really strongly missing is the Electro and Psylocke. So because I'm missing those and Null, I sort of stay away from that one a little bit. But if you can get this one to sync up right, I could see this one being pretty strong. But again, you need Mr. Negative early. You need to get some of these other later cards early. So that's going to be a critical aspect of it. I will say that you're not necessarily stressed about playing a bunch of cards at once. So, you know, with this Electro, normally I'm thinking about Electro and a Mr. Negative, like those don't go hand in hand. In this situation, you might be able to do it because you're just nuking everything and you're going to get some of this stuff later. But Electro, I normally don't like to play with Mr. Negative. So for that purpose, I would try to maybe ditch him and put somebody else in there that you have maybe a little bit more synergy with, either playing for free late or maybe a Forge or something like that, or a Hulkbuster to get some additional points on there. Though I don't like Hulkbuster with negative. Cerebro 5. So is this a meme or not a meme? Is this the new meta? It could be the new meta and no meme. But we're going to talk about it because I actually made a deck like this, and we're going to talk about that budget aspect of it in a little bit. So obviously with Cerebro 5, you've got it's all about Cerebro and Mystique. Your highest power cards give you additional 2 power. With Nimrod, he's 5, right? So with Cerebro, you want to be able to get those increase as much as possible. You typically Mystique that Cerebro to get some additional points. Everything else on the board here is a 5-point card. It all is. Now, I don't have Titania, so when I did this one, I have to shift some cards around a little bit. Sandman, you know, I guess because, you know, it's going to be on that last turn, you're probably only playing 1 card anyway. But to me, the thing, I mean, where are you going to get Nimrod before that? So this one in general is not necessarily, this is more of a Cerebro 5, not a Nimrod thing, and Nimrod fitting into that. You've got Deathlock in there who you'd have to play on turn 6. So if you're potentially, you know, looking for a turn 6 move and you know Nimrod's 5, that means, you know, turn 3 Cerebro, turn 4 Mystique, and then a 1-point card, and then turn 5 Nimrod, turn 6 Deathlock on that Nimrod, and Polaris or a Lizard or a Star-Lord or something. So, and then I guess, you know, Dr. Doom just sort of gives you that multiple win conditions in case you're not playing the whole Nimrod destroy thing. Omega Red's out there. I don't know if you'd ever actually gain the advantage of the ability from Omega Red. I don't love this as a card that it just, if you're ahead by 10 power, then you get +4 at other locations. I'd rather them reduce that power and add some additional, and then maybe it's like if you're ahead by 6, you get +1 or +2 at other locations. +10 in one particular location is a lot to get, and +4 in other locations is okay, but I'm not sure how much that swings a game. The Dimrod, is that going to be the new name for this card? The Nimrod Destruction that they've got on here. I think this is sort of a general destruction deck where you've got multiple goblins in there. You've got a Zola thrown in, your Carnage, Venom, Killmonger, Deathlock, all of those different things. You've got the Hood out there so that when you play that and then eventually destroy it, Shuri to double up, you know, basically you could double up on Hobgoblin, you could double up on Nimrod, double up on Wolverine. You've also got the Galactus out there to sort of nuke all locations and get the Nimrods and or the Wolverines to whatever your final location play is. So I like that. But again, Galactus is, you know, not what I consider budget, so it's kind of hard to get. Now, Arnimrod, I like the name of this. It's an Arnim Zola Nimrod sort of pun. So they've got Deadpool in this one. I am not a destroy deck player per se. I was just playing it a little bit to get myself even more familiar with them. I feel like Deadpool really needs sort of a dedicated deck where it's like you're really focusing on bouncing him and in and out, destroying him, getting him in and out of your deck. So I don't know if I love the idea of putting him in one of these. I do like the idea of maybe Arnim Zolan Nimrod. I think that could definitely be kind of fun. You play with Shuri to maybe double up on that Nimrod, so you get a 10-point card and you start moving it around a little bit. Death's out there for all the cards that are getting destroyed to potentially play cheaper on that last turn. I could see this working decently. You've got a Magic in there to extend, Wave to potentially bring in things early. I like that. I think, again, this is interesting to me. The only thing that I question a little bit here is the Deadpool, because like I said, if you've got a Deadpool in your hand, it's nice. I mean, I guess it's, if you're not worried about the Deadpool and you're just letting it bounce in and out with whatever else you're doing, fine. Then maybe you can get a 6 or a 4 or maybe 8-point card. 8-point card is obviously great for one. So it just, 2, 4, 8, I don't know. I guess it depends if you're going to, if you care about keeping that low or not, because my expectation would be that keeps it low. But again, we talk about all the time is multiple win conditions. So maybe that is a good reason to leave it in there. And then they've got a combo ramp in here. I didn't give this one too much of a look, but you've obviously got the Electro Wave to bring things out early. You've got the Shuri to double things up. You've got a multiple amount of, where really actually in this situation, they've got a multiple amount of cards that you can copy with Taskmaster later. And the only destruction card you've got here is, well, the two of them is Venom and Deathlock. I don't love Deathlock because he blows up everything else that's there. Venom at least keeps the points. He retains the points. So for that reason, I like Venom way more than Deathlock. And you've got Destroyer out there to potentially, push that Nimrod around. So I'm not sure how I feel about this deck a little bit. It seems like it's a little, when I first look at this, I feel like it's got an identity crisis. I'm like, what do you want to do here? Is this a Shuri deck? Is this a Destroyer deck? Is this a Nimrod deck? What are we doing here? What are we deciding? I don't know. I mean, it's got a Sunspot to soak some things up, which I guess is okay. But I'm not certain I'd really love this deck. I'm very curious to see how that one would play out. So those are all the decks that they have. We're going to jump in game here. I'm going to show you what I consider sort of like my budget decks. Because in this situation, like I said, like some of these things, you don't have all the cards. Like the C5, I didn't have Titanium. So what did I do? Well, part of the deck that they had there was Spider-Man Morales. All right, well, how do I make sure that I can play him? All right, you know what? I threw in an Iron Fist. Is that the C5? No, it's not. But you know what it is? It's a super cheap card that helps me get another card super cheap that I can maybe play some of these other ones. So I like that for that purpose. And then I'd slide Nimrod in here. Again, I'm not sure that I love the Sandman in this deck, but I mean, how many cards are you going to have at that 5 spot, right? I mean, it's not a ton of cards that you could potentially play here that make a lot of sense. So when I'm looking at this, I really do like this as sort of, I don't know. I don't know if this is budget per se, but Titania, is that a hard card to get? I don't have her. But the rest of these I feel like are, if you're missing some, and we'll go over some alternate cards in this in a second as well, because the next deck I've got 2 on there that I wouldn't consider budget. So, but again, there's not a lot of 5 cards, at least in my collection, that I could even use. So that's why I went that route. And then the Nimrod Destroy budget deck. So in this, again, I like the Arnim Zola with this. I don't have Death. I don't know, again, if I love the Deadpool play, so I took that out. I put in Hulkbuster instead. I also have Shuri in this, which is not a budget card. I'll get to that in a second. I added Forge in here instead to help build up the cards a little bit more. I added Wolverine in this, again, to move some things, potentially get some damage if he's in a spot where you're either carnaging or anything that you might be damaging there that can actually move around with. I figured why not throw him in there. So again, and I'm going to line in Nimrod here, right here, as soon as I get him. So the question is what are you going to want to use as potentially alternates? And especially in a one like this, where maybe you don't have Shuri, I think that's the one that's definitely not budget per se. But you could do anything that you'd want in a general destroy deck. Your cheap cards, your one cost cards, your Yondu, your Squirrel Girl, your Iceman. Scorpion is something that's decent because it's a low cost card and it dramatically impacts your opponent. You could have that in there. Obviously, any of the goblins, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, just to throw on your opponent's side. Killmonger to help destroy maybe Nova. A little easier, that could work. Nakia isn't the worst option in the world. The only thing I would say about her is whatever you've got in your deck, make sure that, or in your hand rather, that you're feeding, it's going to be cards that you keep. You wouldn't want to, be planning to destroy Nova and then Nakia's feeding Nova your power. So that would be the only hesitation in using her. So you've got to be wise about that. But you want to make sure whatever points are going to, or whatever cards are getting the points from Nakia, like I said, they're cards you're going to keep. So that's what I've got for my planned Nimrod decks for day one. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. We were talking on stream. There is a chance, again, Iceman was talking a little bit about not being sure that Nimrod's really going to affect the meta much. I could see that being the case. It could be like a MODOK type thing where it's nice for an archetype. Is it change everything? I don't know. Now, one of the things that I mentioned in my video the other day that someone mentioned in a YouTube comment there is Nimrod. I talked about bringing Shang-Chi and making sure you save your priority so that you can blow up the Nimrod. But if you blow up your opponent's Nimrod in a Galactus lane, does the Nimrod play back into the Galactus lane? I don't know. I mean, it sounds like that's something that could happen, that if you blow up a Wolverine in that situation, the Wolverine pops back in that lane. So that could be the same thing with Nimrod. So maybe Shang-Chi isn't a great idea there. So something to think about. We'll see how that plays out. So that's what I've got. If this video has been helpful for you at all, please consider hammering down that like button, sharing with your aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews. Appreciate it. All right. Until next time, hope you have a wonderful day. All right. All righty. Let's turn back on. Actually, we'll keep the... All right. And then let's get the chats back on. Now watch, the blog is literally going to pop up like any second now. I swear this stuff happens to me all the time. Anytime I'm trying to like shoot a video or wait for something, it just, I'm like, oh, I need that. Where's my reason? All right. So let's get, we're going to have this on here for now. All right. Now I need to edit that video real quick. That will not be that. Let's bring the chat up so I can see you guys. Hey, Headshot. Sorry, I was just shooting a video there. Yeah, I'm doing pretty decently. I've got these allergies that are driving me nuts. Recently moved back to the Midwest from being on the West Coast and forgot that I have some pretty funky allergies when the seasons change. So that's sort of stinky, but doing good. I hope. How are you doing? You doing well? Hey, Caesar the bro. Not now. I need to edit a video that I just obviously shot. Maybe later. We'll see. I mean, I'm down to potentially do some stuff just because I'm just chilling. But yeah, Headshot had it right. That's exactly right. I was shooting a video during that. That I'm still shooting right now that I forgot to click stop record. I was like, why can't I grab that video? Oh, because it's still recording. Silly. Silly. I also, one of the things that I don't have, I mean, I suppose I could do my, I don't have a lot of cards to battle, which is sort of a bummer too. I don't know if it matters that much, but. Oh, I feel you, Headshot. That's probably smart. That is probably smart. All right. I didn't really have any edits in that, so I'm just going to the gap spots. That right now. That's the one thing I need to get. Once I get more familiar with this game, I think I'll have less time that I have to spend editing because I won't make as many screw ups. A lot of times I really mess up in my editing or in my shooting because what was that again? Stack, I'm very curious to see how that one would play out. Appreciate it. All right, until next time, hope you have a wonderful day. I was wondering, I'm like, what's all that stuff at the end there? It was me talking to you guys. You know, it's going to be interesting, Headshot, too, is once we get this blog, whenever it's going to come out, I keep refreshing the Marvel Snap Twitter page. Twitter, I swear. I keep waiting for, to see when they announce it. But I want to see. They might make more floors on the thing, which would be interesting. Like, at least maybe in the last week of the season. It'd be nice in maybe like the last week of a season if they, like, you didn't drop below whatever the threshold was. If you hit 70, you can't drop below 70. If you hit 80, you can't drop below 80. So that way you're just encouraged to climb more and more and more, and you're not stressed about dropping to 69 for next season. Like, I mean, it's super counterintuitive for a game to encourage you to not play, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, what you're doing makes sense, but why not change it so that, you know, the game encourages you to play, which is what it should be doing. I'm gonna actually make a note of that now in case they don't do it. Let's see, find that. I suppose I'd call it a quality of life update, wouldn't I? Yeah, I think that would be really nice if they did that. I mean, I get that they want to drop you so that you have to work the next season. I get that part, honestly. They don't want to make it so that you're immediately infinite. Because, like, I know as soon as I hit infinite, I just sort of mess around. Like I don't play as much, I just mess around. It's kind of like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Everybody, in this video, we're gonna be talking, so get into that too, you know, looking for a turn out there to potentially sense. So when I'm looking at a thing where, please consider hammering down that like button. Nimrod. Gotta be there's my film editing program just crashed and I hadn't saved the edit yet. I mean, I guess it's not that huge of a deal because, oh, there we go. Luckily it read it. Nimrod budget. Okay. Everybody, in this, so get into that 2-month mark. When I first look at the Artem Zola mentioned in my video the other day, yeah, it's not logged in. Why is this? And frankly, the game should be encouraging you to want to play as much as within reason, like a healthy amount, right? That's what we want, or that's what the game you'd think would want. Where's my go make a little thummy here. Budget decks day 1. All right. Budget decks. I do. Budget decks. Day. Right. Video. Out. Everybody, in this video, we're gonna be so get a crit probably only a little bit, minimally, but to make sure that something that could happen. Good enough. That out. Close that out. Snap back up. May change something here. So have that there while I adjust. Okay. That. When I get this Nimrod video, I'll get ready to upload. Where everybody, in this video, we're gonna be talking that this